Hi, welcome back to Finance Q&A with MyInvestar. One of the biggest questions people ask before trusting a digital savings and investment app is, how safe is my money really? With me today is Christian Obi.
That's me. Hi.
Product manager for MyInvestar, who will help us break all of this down. Okay, so let's start with the obvious question. Okay. People are a bit skeptical when it comes to digital apps or platforms. So the first question is, in simple terms, how safe is money in a savings and investment app compared to traditional banks?
So, like, is the answer there?
Obviously not.
I'm just...
Okay, let's do away with the paper. So I'll answer the question then.
Okay, in simple terms, it's very safe. Like, we do have no choice, it's technology, right? And I'm guessing as we get into the interview, we'll get to speak on how to identify what's a safe platform, even down to regulations and data security and the rest of that. So, it's safe. That's the simple answer. Very safe.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so our next question is, a lot of people don't understand how these apps are regulated. Can you explain what kind of licenses, regulations, or oversights protect users' funds when they use platforms like this?
When it comes to platforms like this, and not all platforms have this, right? We talk about regulations, we talk about security. And when it comes to regulations, there are bodies that are regulators. And to put our own horn for MyInvestar, the app is licensed by SEC, our funds are regulated by SEC. What that means is that your funds don't necessarily sit with us, they have to be in custodian banks. And there are also trustees related, interference in all these funds that ensures safety, whether or not the business exists. You know that you check out with SEC, you always see that your funds are there. That helps you to safeguard your funds, and that's different from what happens with banks. And when it comes to our security, we have ensured data security, encryption, and all that to ensure that customers' funds are safe with us. So MyInvestar also, by virtue of where we come from farm, also layering on who our parent company is, I've also ensured that technology is just a tool in the entire industry. If you don't have business savvy people who can run the business around, then it might as well be just another app.
For those who actually don't know, what is the meaning of SEC?
I have one shot: Security and Exchange Commission. That's it.
Okay, so now let's talk tech. Since everything is digital, what cybersecurity measures are usually in place to protect users' data and transactions from fraud or hacking?
There are always two people involved in this. That's we and then the customer. So for us, there are data encryption, end-to-end encryption that cover your transfers and logins, data encryption for your password, your BVN. We also have 2FAs, we have OTPs, we have facial recognitions, we have passwords. There are several layers, and I guess until you get into the app, you get to find out the layers of accessing your account, accessing your money, and why. As long as you do follow the process, that we have layered on, you find out how protected you are from third parties. And the thing to just quickly wrap up with third parties is that when it comes to protection, you have an obligation on yourself, right? Because social engineering these days is how this is done. It means there's always somebody close to you from your exposure that can get access. And I probably will get into why and how we have protected you.
So for everyday users, what are some practical steps they can take to ensure they are using a safe and legitimate platform?
Well, like we said, when it comes to the investment app, you do have to check if these apps or the companies are SEC licensed. That's key number one. What are their custodian banks? What are their trustee plans agreements? Any company who actually goes through these processes would always be proud to plaster it, like I did for MyInvestar, so that everybody knows that that's what's going on. You also want to check who the parent company is, because sometimes that can let you know. My favorite term is that it's not 4 people in a room that builds the app, right? There is something behind. And to be very honest, if you have to look too hard to find it, then maybe it's too good to be true, because everybody likes to plaster the things that makes them stand out in the business.
Thank you, Christian, so much for shedding light on this. This was very, very insightful. We really appreciate you doing this for us. And to our viewers, remember, your money deserves security as much as it deserves growth. Stay informed, stay safe, and see you next time.